There we go. Look at that. It's Monster Hunter. I'm gonna tweet out real quick that we're switching over. And we'll play us some of this game, hopefully without too many issues tonight. Last night we had lots of issues. I love that it pauses the sound of the game to be like, doo 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 doo. Hello, Brian NG. Welcome. We are just switching over to streaming some Monster Hunter World from our DS game. All right. Let's boot things up here. Yeah, feel free to let me know if this game has any audio or visual issues you think I need to correct, and I'll try and correct them, but I think everything should be running smooth. Earlier, things were running great. Are things still running great? Pretty good, yeah. Look at that. It's pretty smooth. We take those. Earlier, when I was doing my testing to make sure that the stream wasn't going to freak out and run really poorly again, I did do a Rathian, and I did get a ruby from that Rathian. So we're set for our Rathian materials, which means we just need to hunt Nergigante to make the rest of our armor. So I'm gonna go ahead and make those Rathian pants. How's the volume level for you guys here? Seems good enough. I did some grinding off camera, Ruby. Believe it or not. I actually needed to boot up the stream and test because yesterday we were having major issues with the computer, so I wanted to make sure we weren't gonna have those tonight. Right, where's Rathian? There it is. It only took one Rathian off stream to get a ruby. All right, so now we have the legs, which means that in order to make the armor set that we want to, and the glaive that we want to, we just need to fight some Nergigante. We need a tail, some carapace, a gem, some more carapace, and then I think, let's see what we need for the glaive upgrade. For the glaive upgrade, we just need a tail and some carapace as well. So tail, carapace, and a gem. Okay. Let's see, for Nerg, we won't need a trap, but I'll still bring it so I don't forget to keep it in my inventory. All right, that looks good to me. Some potions and mega potions. We're gonna try and do it with just 5 megas. Let's get to it. Yeah, with any luck, today this game won't give us any issues like yesterday. I'm literally going to knock on my wooden desk. Called a goy? What is a... I haven't heard anybody call it that. Brian NG, what is that? Let's hope so, Precious Stones. We've had like, out of the like dozen Monster Hunter World streams we've done, I think I've had like 2 or 3 ones where there weren't issues. The weapon again? A glaive? An upgrade? I don't think I called it anything else than the glaive. Let's see what what does the wish list call it? It's called the Nurgle Reaper. Misheard glaive has goy? Weird. Nope. All right. let us play some Monster Hunter World. Eventually we're gonna have to make those Dodogama materials so we can actually get the other camp unlocked. Hi, Annie.
I have a funny story.
You have a funny story, okay?
So I'm sitting at my desk watching YouTube, knitting,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I hear the car guy from YouTube start playing in the bedroom.
Yeah. Doug DeMuro?
Yeah.
That's weird.
And Lungo walks out and looks at me.
Did Lungo start Doug DeMuro on my iPad?
Must have, because Affogato was just sitting there on the bed.
Lungo is now starting his own YouTube videos. Apparently.
What?
Maybe he likes Doug DeMuro too.
Maybe. Anyway, that was strange.
Chat really likes Lungo.
You ready?
Chat really likes Lungo. A lot. There's always a new Lungo story, like the stick of butter. Why is your cat called Lungo? He is physically quite long, but mainly just because I like having coffee-themed cat names. And my wife thought that the name also fit the cat in a good way, and went along with it.
I still think we should have named him Oscar.
No. Is Lungo gonna get a car? Dude, if he does, he'll be finally pulling his own weight around here. How you doing?
That's my fun story. I'm realizing I probably should have bought more yarn.
Oh, are you almost out already?
I think by the time I'm out of the yarn, I'm not quite gonna have a scarf.
It'll be a short scarf.
It'll be probably about that long.
That's okay. Some scarves are too long anyways. My one is too long.
I don't think it'll be a scarf. It'll be more like a placemat.
Okay, well you can give it to a cat then, I guess. They'll like it. They might eat it.
Yeah.
We just started playing Monster Hunter. Kirby was fun.
Oh yeah.
Kirby is cozy.
Yeah, that's good. How's the computer behaving?
The computer's been okay so far. This will be the test. Thank you. I also just knocked on wood a minute ago. It's been double knocked on wood. This is Nergigante. He's the flagship monster of Monster Hunter World. Are Affogato and Lungo both your cats? Yep. He grows spikes as the fight goes on, and then he, like, knocks them all off by jumping at you and slamming you. Whoops. Yeah, it is the Insect Glaive. I've been only playing the Insect Glaive in Monster Hunter World recently. Gucci says they miss Annie streams. We need to have an Annie stream sometime soon. We still can do one before you start school again. Gotcha. Sorry, it's hard to hear you a little bit. Can Lungo say this like Doug? Probably not. Yeah, you can see he grows his spikes real fast. Yeah, this game is running well tonight. Much better than last night. He doesn't have an element to him. I guess he is an Elder Dragon, but his thing is that he eats other Elder Dragons. He's very hungry. I forget if it says he has a fast metabolism, which would make sense, I think, because of his spikes, but I'm not sure if it says that or not. I think people call him a hedgehog. His element is raw. Their quills? Yeah, I guess not. Do porcupines?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Porcupines can literally like shoot their spines at you. That's why there's so much.
Here he goes. You have to sheath really fast, then Superman dive. Those are horns, the ones that are there, but then the rest are like spikes. Ooh, I know you could iframe that move. That's cool. Good night, Big G. Cheers. Thanks for watching the DS stream. I hope I see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming by and telling us that good story about Lungo. I'll come visit you in a little bit. I have to take a break. Are there cats out there? You can bring a cat in here if you want. We should probably heal. Uchi says it's nice to hear ya. That's our little cat, not the lung cat. Dessert cat? It means drowned. It is a type of dessert, but the word means drowned. She's happy she's in here. Happy cat. Oh, hi Jack. Welcome. Folks are happy to see you.
Oh no.
Oh no. You can't grab my headphones. What are you doing, you silly cat? She wants attention. Silly cat.
She's not that behaved, Uchi. She's much less behaved now that she has a brother.
It's true. She's picked up so many bad habits from him.
Let me play.
Let Annie play a Riot. She doesn't like this generation of Monster Hunter. She tried Rise once or twice and was like, "This feels weird."
Yeah, it is weird.
I think 5th gen requires a lot more like immersion in video games and video game controls to feel comfortable with. Like the controls are less complicated, but they require a bit more reflex built in.
I think it's just a lot easier to get like disoriented in this game.
Maybe so. Visually, it's a little harder to parse for
Yeah.
sure. There are a lot, and yeah, there's more buttons, even in the Switch. There's more things going on. In some ways, it's streamlined. In some ways, it's not. I should bring her in here. Chat likes cats. Is she being a little jerk? Well, I've gotten better at this fight since last week. Now I can do it while talking and looking at a cat. Last week it was not going well. I marked his arm with my insect glaive, which means that my kinsect will attack. The little bug. Kinsect is the insect part of the glaive. Like I can shoot out this little insect that goes out and back. That's called the kinsect. So I can tell it to attack part of him if I want. It's pretty helpful. Yeah, when it attacks, it puts little dust clouds in the air, and then I can blow up the dust clouds and they deal extra damage. It's cool. Also have a little more defense. Nope, same defense. This is the exact same set as last time. Only improvement. Okay, Oppo. What's she doing?
She was like standing up.
Looking at you.
I wasn't sure what she was gonna
We broke some of the spikes off. She was climbing. She's crazy. Thanks, Jack. Much better. What's much better? Enjoy the emotes, like Popo. The Ristra heart, I suppose. Do you think you're gonna knit more tonight, or are you feeling like you're done for now? Nice. Year is coming up soon. It's true. Does it feel like you've been watching a year, Jet? Oh. Don't know. Never feels as long to me as I have been on Twitch. Like, I don't feel like I've been doing this for 3 years now. What are you doing?
She's flopping.
What are you doing?
She's flopping.
What are you doing, you silly cat? Meow. You're happy, aren't you? Romeo like being upside down. Hi.
You're a floppy cat, avocado.
Wanna say hi to chat? What are you doing? Oh no.
Say hi. She's watching your hand.
Just chat. That's chat up there.
Alright.
She's such a good
I
cat.
will stop distracting your stream.
It's okay. Like I said, I'll come see you later. Hi, Affogato. Hello. Aw.
Should we do some cat ASMR?
No, no cat no cat ASMR. She cares not for chat. No, well, she can't see you guys. If she did, she would run away.
That's true.
Bye, Annie. I'll see you later. Such a good Palico. She's pretty okay. She's a great cat. She has been less well behaved since we got Lungo. I need cool drinks. Always nice when Annie visits. We will have to do an Annie stream soon. Which means probably some Generations Ultimate. Or another game that's not Monster Hunter. We'll see. She was curious about that Big Brain Academy. Is your cat scared of other people? It's pretty timid, yeah. When company comes, she usually has to go and hide for a little while before she feels okay coming out. Was a little close. Oh, I had cool drinks the whole time. Whoops. How's the volume for you guys? Kind of low? I think I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Not low? Okay. Is it low for me? It's low for me. I'm going to turn it up a little bit in my ears. Maybe it's just because we're further away from Nergigante. Yeah, now it's too loud. Never mind. Ouch. Thanks, Nerg. Now it's too loud for you guys. Shoot. Well, I can't really... Hang on, I'll fix it in a minute for you guys. God, I wish there was a pause in this game. Not that you'd be able to change the sound level while paused, but you know, maybe you would be able to. Too early on that roll. I do feel like I've gotten a lot better at this fight, which just feels pretty nice. This game has plenty of pause, just not the one we want. Have we carded yet? I don't think we have. That's pretty good. See if we can hang on here. Hi Parsec, how you doing? Today was a Kirby night. Oh boy. Yeah, I was gonna say here he comes. We're already low on health too. Let's heal. Dun, 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 dun. You were listening in for most of the Kirby earlier? Nice. Hope you enjoyed the tunes. Kirby tunes are some of the best tunes. Almost out of healing. Are there herbs in here? Probably not. Well, if we cart, we cart. Heal from tail. It's a good idea. We need to cut the tail, actually. We need tails. Probably not herbs in here, right? No, no herbs. There is one flash fly and one herb in his sleeping area, if he knocks the wall open the right way. Does Nergigante heal? It does, yeah. Yeah, it does. I've done it already in this fight. Okay. To start though. Oh gosh. Wasn't careful enough around those spikes. Net slam. That's too bad. I was hoping to try and finish him cartless. Getting to that last area though without healing is not a good look. Nighttime here in the Elder's Recess. Oh, hey, herbs. We take those. Well, I could have probably dodged it. I was trying to focus on getting a Kinsect KO, which is not the best use of my time. Would have probably let me try and cut the tail, though, if we managed to get that Kinsect KO. I wonder if he'll still have the Slinger Thorns on his face. Probably not, but if he did, that'd be cool. It stays? We didn't hit them at all. Or if we hit them once. Nergigante, level up. Well, I'm not going to jinx anything, but this is nice. This is a nice stream, currently. Oh, what? Wait, what woke him up? I don't think they are on his face anymore. No, they didn't stay. Was it the pods despawning or something, Uchi? Yeah, that would make sense as to what just woke him up. Right at that time. That's kind of funny. Ouch. That's so fast. Oh gosh, yo, he's rough, man. So aggro. And now we're trying to go for the tail instead of just dealing damage. I really should have been trying to focus on the tail before he got to this super aggro end game, like end of hunt state. Yeah. Next hunt, we need to focus this tail rather than the rest of him. Oh, I owe you guys 2 sets of beans. There's some more. I adjusted the levels on my mic a little bit. I think Windows had adjusted them up, or I had adjusted them up at some point. It seemed a little hot recently. You guys could like hear me breathing, or the controller sounds really loudly. So the breathing especially. Let's not do that. Hopefully it sounds okay tonight, volume wise, without too much background noise from the fans or the room fan or whatever. This area is really pretty at night. I was wondering what was going on with the breathing. Well, for one, it wasn't even just the mic, Nefudis. I was like really stressed out in a lot of those quests. I guess I was like sitting over the microphone, like the mic was positioned too close to me, I think, and I was like eating it and going like. Just like breathing really weird into the mic, and I caught it in a VOD and I was like, what? Who is this? What are they doing? Why am I doing that? And I was like, oh no, we gotta put a stop to that. It has so far, Vio, yeah. What happened? You missed it? I was just talking about how I was breathing all weird in the mic the other night. Not happy with that. Dark side Phil moment. Ugh, there's so many unflattering comparisons you can draw when it comes to breathing real heavily in the mic. This is pretty funny. Well, I'm not going to attack it in balance. Okay. Hey, J Novice. Merry Christmas Eve to you too. It's just about that time where I live. Christmas Eve in like 10 minutes here. Oh, that slam is so fast. We really might triple here. Oh, we have 1 Mega Potion left. Would a mount be a good idea right now? Probably. Wow. Okay. That's too bad. Some of this guy's hitboxes, man. It wasn't like the spikes caught us there. It was like we were just look where we are. I mean, maybe his paw is kind of close to us. I don't know. It didn't look like we were anywhere near him in the kill cam. Tracked enough, yeah. Well, let's try it again. And yeah, at least the game is running well tonight. I did before stream like a half an hour like just little mini test stream almost. Where I sat here and I did a Rathian hunt. Alright, this time we're going to focus on cutting that tail in the first half of the fight, so we're not just sitting here molding out on the tail in that final area when it's dangerous to do so. Doesn't feel super straightforward to even position behind him in that final area, so. Is Rist well tonight? Yeah, I think so. I was feeling pretty stressed thinking about testing all the things that could have been going wrong last night. And I think just a restart seems to have alleviated things for the time being. If that happens again sometime, I'm going to be a little concerned. But as of right now, it's like I restarted the computer and I kind of started things up kind of tentatively and I watched to see if anything went wrong and nothing's gone wrong. So that's nice. But I was pretty worried about trying to test all the different things that could be. That could be a Thunderbolt controller. That could be a dock's firmware issues. That could be USB bandwidth. It could be all sorts of issues with like what was going wrong last night. So. Yeah, I'm glad that tonight it hasn't had any issues. So yeah, now that, like, anytime there's like an unresolved computer issue for me, it kind of eats away at me a little bit mentally. Like, it's always in my head a bit. Going like, what's wrong with that? How am I going to fix this? So getting to come in here and test and make sure that everything was going okay, I was like, oh, okay, I can relax now. So I'm doing well. I have, I think, 10 days off starting tomorrow. Now, they're still going to be busy with traveling and, like, seeing folks, but still, 10 days off is 10 days off. You're taking a mini vacation too? Nice. I hope you have a safe time traveling or visiting. All right, let's try this Nergigante again. That was an unfortunate end to that quest. The rest of the quest I felt like was doing pretty well, except we did go through a lot of healing. We gotta be a little careful about that too. Fights in 8 hours? Well, yeah, like I said, travel safe. Ooh. You have a wallet-sized picture of me for your protection? Wait, why me? I won't do you any good. Whoops. Nice. Bonk. Gotta heal. Nice, Kinsect tail cut. There we go. And now we get to focus on the little bit more straightforward parts of him for the rest of the fight. Good stuff. I think that was a clagger into an Kinsect tail cut. That's what just happened there. Oof. It's an icebreaker. In public, people always ask you, is that Rist Chronicles from Twitch? Let's hope we never get to a world where that's the case. This is spooky. Guess let's get this arm. It's soft still. Alright, here we go. Bye-bye. Cool, we need to sharpen anyways. That was an okay first area. Getting both the tail, we got spike break on the tail break itself, and then an arm spike break, which is more spike breaks than I get normally. Sweet. Which weapon are you making? We're making Nergigante's Glaive. Love the Glaive? Yeah, it's cool. We can't see the final upgrade of it yet. We've already used all of our potions. All of our regular potions. I don't think we've used our mega potions yet. There's some uncrafted herbs in inventory. That's good to know. Thank you. I forgot. Perfect. Ah, I've been trying to use that jump to dodge that particular move, and I've been getting better at it, but the timing is rather strict. If you don't start jumping early enough, he's going to catch you out with the hitbox of it. It's a fun punish though when I can get it, because it means I get to come back down with the dive, mark his arm, and get some good damage on it. I don't think I've taken the first aid meds yet. Nope, we forgot to. Here we go. More herbs here for us to grab. I think I forgot I had those last time when I was running out of potions. I didn't make any. Or if I did, maybe I guess it auto-crafted. I guess we would have gotten some. I think I probably had some uncrafted ones in my inventory though. At least we already got the tail cut. That way, even if he triple carts us, we at least go back with one of the tails that we need, which is one of the parts we need more of. Oh, jeez. What? I guess we were so far away from him that we didn't even get to Superman dive. That was frustrating. Just ate a bunch of damage for that. Weird. too early jumping back in there. Angry. If we were really advantageous, we would use all these rocks, but I don't wanna. Rather not use these rocks on him. He doesn't normally come here for me. Too close. Staying down. Him doing that means he's already at half health. Oh, I should have stayed down even longer. There's like a slam, then the spikes, and then another hitbox when he comes back out of the ground. That's a few hitboxes to remember. Bummer. I feel like the music is so soft here in the camp, but then we get out there and it's super blaring when we're fighting him. I guess at least he's close to us, too. He's not far away. Oh, herbal medicines. I don't want that. Whoops. Cannot wait for some of his armor, man. We were getting very close to one shot by a lot of this guy's moves. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's almost all hardened up. What hit the Vital Lily? Him? That's goofy. I guess there's other Vital Lilies for us to grab. We should use those. Or not. 3. Yeah, I can see the 3 now. Oh no, we didn't even get the heal. That feels so bad. We used our Vital Lily in vain. Oh well. We've got potions. And he's limping now. Now we just gotta hang on in the last area. Not get too squirrely. We don't have to go for his tail this time, so it should be better. Man, he's gonna do another slam soon. back roll. Whew. Yeah, okay. I'm ready for it. We have to wait. This is frustrating. Everything except for his wings is already hardened up. That's okay. At least he's gonna do the slam already when he gets to his nest. That'll get rid of the spikes. Hello, Commander Henkel. I hope you're doing well tonight. We're trying our best to take down some more Nergigante, but he's still tough with our armor as squishy as we are. Wait, no, he's still got spikes. It doesn't count. That's dumb. Just got done with your last day of work for the year? You know what? Me too. Congrats. Enjoy your days off. I can't attack him safely right now until he does a slam. We have to wait for both of his wings to harden up. It's pretty frustrating. There we go. No? Not it? Spam bug attacks. I'm just trying to be careful. We already tripled at this point last attempt. So I'm trying to play pretty carefully. Ugh. Here we go. Oh. That was a hitbox and an attack. It was like the very startup of that lunge. Okay. Too bad we carted twice before then. Last time we got to that area with 3 carts left and he tripled us. This time we had 1 cart left and he got us again. This will be less of an issue soon, but this is what we're going through to make the armor that I want. Don't want to make any before this. Let's eat at the camp. Yeah. We'll try again. We did a good job of cutting the tail that time. So at least, I mean, we went home with the tail. That's better than nothing. We need tails. We need, I think, 3 tails. So that's 1 to 3. Ouch. Didn't mean to get that close underneath him. Ah! I still feel myself hunching over the microphone. Bad habit. There we go. He goes, "You want to attack my tail? All right, attack my tail." Yeah, I was gonna say, it's gotta be close. There we go. Feels good. Too early. Bummer. I tried. I saw him coming at me. Tried jumping back. Wasn't far enough back. Playing without damage numbers? Yep. They distract me in a way I'm not a big fan of, so I haven't turned off. But it's a personal thing. I think they're nice to have in the game, so that folks can see when they're dealing more damage. You tried. I did. Welcome, Tyrannicus. Yep, it's nice to be able to know which moves of your weapons are the strongest and what parts of the monsters are the weakest, or some of the weakest. But I feel like my brain focuses too much on the numbers and, like, I don't know. It gets my brain working in a different way when there are numbers popping off after every hit. Helps me focus a little bit more on, like, what the monster itself is doing when I don't have numbers popping off in my face. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to debate that big number is very satisfying. I don't even think you can debate. There we go. probably shouldn't have been standing in front of him. This is your playthrough of World, or first playthrough of World. I played through it when it came out a few years ago, but it was my second Monster Hunter game at the time, and I've played a lot of different Monster Hunter games since then. Gone back and played a lot of the old ones. So I wanted to revisit it and form some fresh impressions of this game and how the weapons feel and the progression and the monsters. Because I had some like impressions I formed like back then, but I don't think they were the most current, the most thorough impressions of the game. So here we are. Trying it out. Oh, we're gonna get stuck. We're very lucky he didn't have spikes on his arm there. He's been pretty rough for us right now, but we haven't upgraded our armor at all, and it's pooky armor. So we get killed very quickly. I shouldn't have gone for something so aggressive there. So he is giving us a hard time. This is our third or fourth attempt to kill him tonight. We've killed him in our playthrough already. We're trying to make some of his armor and glaive for the Elder Dragons. I wasn't letting myself upgrade our armor until we'd beaten everything before the Elder Dragons. And now we've beaten everything before the Elder Dragons, but gotta get Nergigante armor somehow. Thanks for the follow. It's nice to meet you, Tyrannicus. Welcome, welcome. It's less about armor, more about damage. I think it's opposite for me. Still in Pookie? Yeah, this is our set. You don't like our set, Parsec? Well, yeah, that's true, Precious Stones. If we had a bunch more damage or if we had a bunch more defense, we'd be okay. But we have the damage to knock him on the ground. We can't do it as blasé as you would be able to if you had a bunch of defense. Like, almost all of his moves take a large chunk of our health bar, and it takes a long time to heal. Why didn't you at least put on some of the Rathian armor you own? Because we're not going to change our armor until the new armor set's done. Yeah, I can't afford to be as aggressive because if I so much as get chipped, I have to peel off and heal or I'm one hit away from death. We have good damage when we can actually deal it. Well, this is a rough situation. Did you use teleport? He jumps a lot. Would you do your slam already? I'd like to hunt you again. There we go. This is a different slam than I wanted. This works. This won't break his spikes, will it? No, it won't. Can we do anything worthwhile with this? We can jump to his head, and then do the finisher on his head, I guess. Get some damage on his horns. I can't damage his wings, you can't jump on them. But I can hit his wings when he's down. Sort of. Sort of. Let's just do this. Really? Huh. I thought for sure he'd do the big slam in this area, but I guess not. Or his dive bomb, rather. Enjoy rendering vids, Vio. I saw your Ridge Racer vids pop up in my YouTube feed yesterday. I forgot I was subbed. But it made me happy to see. I gotta get that game on my Vita, see what it looks like through some real hardware pixels. Alright, buddy, do your slam. Thank you. I'd like to hunt you. Alright. Remember that one? This guy has some real choice hitboxes, man. I don't think you realize it as much when he doesn't do like mucho damage. I cut his tail. There shouldn't be a hitbox there. Shouldn't be a thing. What was wrong with the hitbox? His tail's already cut, and it hit us, even though we weren't super close to the base of his tail. Hi, Dutch Potato. You'd know better than me. You played quite a bit of this game, right? World? Or am I wrong? I thought you did. I could have just been standing too close for that move, but it definitely looked like more than like the stump of his tail hit us, I guess. All hitboxes in the whole series are pretty silly like that, though, and we just require some experience to understand how the different moves work. See, we have the damage to lock him down. It's just like, it's really hard to do that without getting wrecked ourselves. If we could afford to tank more hits, we'd be able to do that a lot more of the fight. But that just means it feels very satisfying when we do get to do that. We're playing on the knife's edge when we lock him down like that, all aggressive. Hello, Shadow upon the Tempest. It's very close. It could, I mean, I've only seen him do that move a handful of times. Earlier tonight was like one of the first times I saw him do that tailspin move, so I'm not familiar with it. The startup of it, or like how far out away from his body it comes out. So it's probably just me being unfamiliar with it. Ooh, that's so fast. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness, he's so scary. Again? He goes, you get all my slams. Go get him. Got hit by a ghost limb. It's okay, to Nergigante, his tail is still very real. One of the things that's helpful about damage numbers for you is to kind of get a sense for how much damage you need to break spikes on particular parts. That's fair, yeah, you do. I think they're pretty advantageous. Phantom limb, that's okay. Like I said, to Nergigante, it's still a very real limb. All right, are we down to our last card again? We sure are. All right. Down to the wire. We just gotta survive enough to kill him in here. He gets so darn aggressive in here, though. It's cool. He got a little confused. Now, something I saw this time is this is like a fake dive bomb. Like, look, he has black spikes all over him. He does this. When he comes out of there, he's still got black spikes all over him. It's a fake. It's just for the camera. And now he does the actual one. God darn it, and it didn't freaking do a Superman dive. Bummer. Of all the moves to die with. Oh well, we'll try it again. We got his tail carved still. That's one of the things we need most. I might have rolled too early there. Didn't give enough time for our character to start running. But I mean, it's like, it's not frame perfect, but it's a very quick little sequence you gotta do in order to sheath and then Superman dive real fast. What else do you even need? Let me see. I might be able to make his glaive. We need carapace from him, which we're not getting from just getting his tail. Check the wish list. Sure. We need a gem for one. We need one carapace for his glaive. We need 5 carapace for his arms. We need a gem, and then we need... we still need 2 more tails. Because we have 2 tails for the glaive, but we need 2 more tails for the van braces. So quite a bit. Did it say we could make the van braces? It did, didn't it? That's a lot of stuff. I know. It would be nice if we could clear him, but he's just giving us a hard time. That's okay. This armor will be satisfying to wear, and it'll be worth it to us. Like, it'll be... the upgrade in defense and actually having a few attack skills will feel worth it because it's taking so much effort. Could have been Tyrannicus. We were kind of strafing, you're right. We were close to a wall there, so I might have been a little scared about that. It's okay. Those few moments when we lock them down and we get a bunch of spike breaks feel really rewarding. So that's what we're going to focus on. Need some more water. Water's good for me. I need to drink way more water. That's like, I'm not going to do much in the way of New Year's like plans or resolutions, I think, but oh god. Drinking more water. That's the one I want to do. Hiya. Too early. Bonk. Alright, tail time. Did I forget to carve his tail last time? What happened? Maybe I did. That would be very much like me. Oof, so fast. At that very moment he slammed his head into the ground, he grew spikes, so the second part would have spikes shooting out of it. That's terrifying. Seems like you don't usually like to use the Clutch Claw weekend. Is that a correct assumption? Yeah. I've been trying to avoid using it before we reach Master Rank. I know they give it to you earlier on in the game now, but I've been trying to play it at least a little bit closer to what the game would have been like when base game was new. There we go. That is the fastest tail carve or tail cut I've gotten. Happened right after the first spike break, which feels good to me. In Master Rank, we'll probably use it to soften up parts, but I don't think I'll be using the wall slam very much. In general, when I play the games, I try and focus on practicing fights. I'm not always the best at practicing or fighting the monster with weapons, or with the weapons, but I like trying to focus on attacking the monster with my weapon and getting most of the damage openings and damage with my weapon. So you won't see me use stuff like mounts or traps or stuff like that very often. There we go. So the clutch claw wallbang isn't my favorite. Wind pressure. Sort of TA Wiki style? Yeah, similar to it, yeah. I don't actually care about going super fast. Obviously, if you look at the build we're running, we do not care about killing this monster quickly. I'm mainly just trying to set up I'm trying to make some self-held rules and bring gear that makes it so that it's a challenge, and I have to really focus on using my weapon and learning the monster. Different games require you to do that in different ways, depending on like how much damage they give you early on or how much damage the monsters deal. In most games, I'll use a little bit more current armor than the armor we're using to do this hunt, but in this one, I'm a little bit stubborn about it. There we go, got a tail. It would be if I was like good at learning. Tyrannicus. Has your character eaten? No, we spawned into this area. So you know what? Now is a good time for us to go and eat Chidori Blue. Now is a good time for us to do that. We spawned into the area with Nergigante. Not a silly question. It's a good question. It was a good reminder. Some food buffs will do as well. I could have eaten before the hunt, but I was being lazy and I didn't want to walk all the way up the all the way up Astera. Do you know about the other camp locations? Yes, we've found the camp location. I just haven't fought enough Dodogama to deliver the materials to unlock the camp yet. And as for spoilers, I'm not super worried about them. The only kinds of spoilers I'm really worried about is like, I know I've played through World and Iceborne before. Several years ago now. We're revisiting the game right now so I can have some up-to-date impressions in my head of when we play through Rise on PC. I played Rise on Switch last year, but we're going to replay it in the spring on PC. And I want to have kind of some fresh impressions of this game's progression, this game's combat design, this game's weapon design. Not visual weapon designs, but like how the weapons kits work in my head so we can think about and talk about the games in an interesting way, hopefully. The only types of spoilers I'm personally worried about is like if I get to a monster like, let's say, Xeno'jiiva, and I haven't fought one in like 2.5 years, I might not remember how the fight works entirely, like what the mechanics are or what kind of damage is best against him. That sort of stuff, I prefer to try and find out either on my own or like after the first time we clear it. But everything else, like you could say the name of the final boss or like you can say what armors are good, I don't care. There are 3. You know what? Yeah, one of them I haven't been over to. I haven't been over to the camp by Kushal's nest. I've just been to the one by Nergigante's nest. Whoop. Bounce, bounce. Get out of there. Missed the roll there. Ooh, yeah. Should have been more careful about those spikes there. The spikes he was going to fly out, or fling out. We weren't going to get slammed. I probably could have waited and tried to iframe the spikes. I was trying to outrange them instead because I found that easier. But iframing the spikes will be good for us. I forget if I got stuff out of the box. I didn't. Oh yeah, let me give you guys some beans for that card. Didn't need to eat both of those. People used to spam flash pods before Master Rank, and they never learned the monsters and movesets enough to down monsters without it. I mean, they were really advantageous when this game first came out. I think as this game went on, even before Iceborne, they nerfed flash bombs from what I remember. But it was pretty crazy, yeah. I remember people being pretty nuts about it. It was only my second Monster Hunter game back then, so I probably used them quite a bit too. It was probably back before I gave up flash bombs. Darn, misread that. Too early still. Alright, I think that's what, half health? It is a health threshold thing, where his moveset starts getting tougher. Nice job, Kinsect. That's a horn break, feels good, broke the spikes on his head. Oh, he's so fast. I thought he was gonna roar. Woo! Gosh darn it. Okay. Normally when he doesn't move like that, where he slams his head, it also like slams down his back legs. It's not safe to be underneath him, so I thought I was gonna get hit there. Fighting him like this, with very little armor like this, has definitely taught me his fight way better than I ever knew it before, I'm pretty sure. Bye. Dragon pod, huh? If I've ever picked one up. Power for type of slinger ammo, they say it's strong enough to take out elder dragons. To take them out. That's some folklore. Did he go down here? He did. Okay. Dragon pods actually deal dragon element damage, which means they deal negligible damage if you have Dragon Blight. Interesting, that's cool. That makes sense. Limp. Alright. How many cards? I think we've carded what? Once? It's better than last time. Yeah, we've carded once. Still gotta be really wicked careful in this last area. Are there any other elemental pods? I think they're probably the only one, aren't they? No, maybe, does Water Blight? Dragon Blight prevents dragon damage in this game? Well, it prevents elemental damage. Just like in all the games. When you have Dragon Blight, you don't deal elemental. I forget if it affects status application or not. I don't think it does. I think it's just element. Most games you still deal dragon? Really? Is that true? I didn't know that. Also water moss. Yeah, that was gonna be the other one I mentioned. I thought of. Fast limp. Yeah, me too. Precious stones. Prevents all other elements and statuses, but not dragon. That's interesting. I was unaware of that, if true. I'm pretty sure I've been in some situations where knowing that would have been helpful in the older games. Torch pods and bomb pods, don't know if they actually deal fire damage or blast. I don't know. Yeah, that was my thing, is I'm not sure. I wouldn't have known if water moss truly did water damage or just some other kind of thing. I guess it makes sense that it does water damage, though, how you pop Anjanath's head with it and stuff. Bomb pods are untyped, so they're probably just true damage, like bombs. Let's try to go for that second horn break. Hell yeah, that's the only time I've ever broken both horns. Wait, what? Oh, that was the real one. That's tricky. What? Normally, he does a fake one first, and then does the real one. This time, he did the real one first, and then the fake dive. I guess you gotta keep on your toes. And he's already all the way white spiked up? Yo. Ugh. Thanks, Kermit. Cheers. He always does the black spike dive first, then the wall break dive. That is untrue, Precious Stones. We've seen him do exactly the opposite tonight already, several times. Yeah! Now that's a good, satisfying kill. Only took us, what, like an hour? Okay, that could be Precious Stones. That could be. If he's fully black. Okay, then maybe he was close but not fully black. Well done, 15 minutes is not too bad. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, we're not really that, like, the damage isn't the issue. It really is just how squishy we are. We can't afford to play super risky, and we can't afford to take too many of his hits. So our clear times are going to be good because we were just forced to play well. No slop allowed with this setup. Oh, here's hoping we got some carapaces in the rewards. 50 minutes is pretty slow, though. Maybe for World. Our damage isn't that crazy either. Yep. We truly don't have much in the way of damage skills, though. If we had more damage skills, it would make a pretty sizable difference. We have 1 point of attack boost currently. Man, only 1 carapace there. That's rough. That's quite a bit of stuff, and no gem. That's okay. We'll keep trying. Think, is that enough for us to make? That's enough for us to make his glaive. That should make a difference, and I'm okay with using the glaive before we finish the armor set. So let's do that. High rank damage skills are pretty few and far between until you've finished the main story. We've finished just about all of high rank. We could have a lot better armor than what we've got right now. This is by choice. Yeah, this is by choice for us to have the current armor set that we do. Right now we're making a set to take on the Elder Dragons with. All right, there we go. Got his glaive. That feels good. Okay, so left what we need, oh my goodness, we need 9 more carapace, a gem, and a tail. Let's hope this glaive helps. Maybe your expectations of clear times are a little skewed because of your time with TA runs. I mean, if you pack literally the most efficient set and you have a bunch of damage on your, or a bunch of defense on your armor, so you can just keep swinging, yeah. Base world speedrun times are disgusting. They're not, I don't know. I like speedruns where the fight actually has to go back and forth between the monster and the runner. A lot of fights in this game are not particularly like that. Good luck on the gem, thanks. Yeah, seeing that sort of stuff is impressive, but at the point where like the monster isn't even fighting you and you're not really fighting the monster, it feels more like a damage showcase than anything else. Which is something, but I don't know, it's not my thing, I guess. Right. All that blue. So much blue sharpness. This is a fun kind of night, though, just sparring against Nergigante. Yeah, some of the tougher challenges, Tyrannicus, where they have to do that even when they pack some of the best damage and they are amazing players, is what I really like to watch. But like that doesn't make those really scripted like damage showcase style TA runs any less impressive. It's just not necessarily like the part of the game that I enjoy watching being on display. It's the damage and like the scripting of that damage on display. More so than the weapons movesets versus the monsters movesets. Oops. Seeing the dragon element's cool. This is my first elemental weapon I think I've used in this playthrough. Ouch. Yeah, this is a big difference. I can already tell that we're doing so much more damage. Would you say that monsters of Gen 5 speedruns are more impressive and Gen 4 monsters can be easily manipulated and predictable? There's so many factors that go into each. Average health of the monster, average damage of the player, average speed of the combat. They're basically just different games, so it's kind of not really something you can compare, I think, personally. I think that the skill ceiling in 5th generation is higher for the actual weapon input and play, because the weapons are so much more fluid and have more moves and more input tech than they ever have before. I don't know if I necessarily feel like the game has a higher skill ceiling. Sometimes yeah, sometimes no. In the instances that the game makes you actually interact with the monster's moveset and like play around it and avoid it properly, yeah, I feel like it's a tougher thing. But in those sorts of runs where it's just like a damage showcase, you're just bullying the game, it's like, I don't really think that's tougher, personally. It's impressive, it takes a lot of effort to script a fight like that, but it's not necessarily like a difficulty thing at that point. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I mean, Precious Stones. When the game actually, like, has you play the game. Nope, too early still. I'm finding it tough to get that roar timing down. And like, this is also the opinion of literally a nobody. Like, I don't speedrun. I don't play at that level. I don't dedicate myself to something like that. So, I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah. I guess that would be a concise answer to the question is, while monsters in the older games have AI that is maybe more exploitable, the fights themselves are less abusable in general. So it's like, across the board, I feel like doing speedruns in older games is not as easy as the new games. But it's much more nuanced than that. I don't really think you can nail it down and be like, aha, here is why the old games are harder than the new games. They're just different types of difficulty across the board, from regular playthroughs to speedruns and everywhere in between. They're just totally different types of difficulty. And so there's going to be some things about the newer stuff that's more difficult in one way or another, and some stuff in the old games that's more difficult in one way or another. To present it as anything other than that is reductive. And it's totally reasonable to prefer one or the other, or find, like, everybody's gonna have different strengths. So for one person, it may be way more difficult to do old school ones or new school ones. But across the board, I don't really think you can objectively say. Oops. There's the tail cut. Thanks, Kinsect. They are Markibus. They are. In a lot of ways. Yeah, we're dealing a ton more damage. You can see how just the difference in Glaive, no armor skill change at all. Just the Glaive is making such a huge difference in how this fight's playing out. So frustrating. Yeah, it would definitely take the impressions of somebody who did that kind of runs across the old games and the new games to give you a more objective answer about that. Even then, like I said, different people have different skill sets where I feel like it's gonna make the older or the new ones easier. What does Elder Seal do to Nergigante? I don't know. I don't know anything about Elder Seal. Like, at all. Yeah, look at this. Look at how much of a difference this is making. It's insane. And like, granted, this is one of the strongest glaives we can make at the time, but our armor is literally Pookie and Alloy. Crazy. Precious Stones, I feel like even in those examples where it's like you feel like you'd be able to lock them down pretty well, I still think it takes quite a bit of executional input. Now, could you take like an average Monster Hunter player, or like a average, like good, like on the higher end Monster Hunter player, your average experienced Monster Hunter player who's played several games, plays the games a lot, whatever. Because you take someone like that, sure, but the average player, probably not. All right, let's see how we do in the final area. Okay, let's put our Precious Stones to the test, because he looks pretty darn black spiked out right now. Yeah, he's gonna do us first. Yep. Okay, Precious Stones, it looks like what you said is right. Thanks for letting us know that. That's cool. That's an interesting detail. That if he's fully blacked out with his spikes, then he'll go after us first, and then the wall. That's cool. You can already see such a big difference. Holy crap. So that Glaive upgrade with nothing else changed just shaved how much time off? That's either right on 10 or right over it. That's insane. Just over 10. With proper gear, it's significantly easier. The thing is, we're not in proper gear, though. We're using a proper Glaive now, but we're not in proper gear. Only seen Rist do one speedrun for you. We did full game speedruns. That's what I think full game speedruns are really interesting because you're forced to use unoptimal like gear because you're trying to go through the game as quickly as possible. From start to finish, or from start to a set point, like the end of low rank village or high rank village. I think that's a lot more interesting because you gotta just gather materials and items and upgrades on the fly. Yeah, it's just over 5 hours. We did all of low rank village in 4 Ultimate with Sword and Shield in just over 5 hours. What are generally the better weapons for something like that? It's going to depend totally on what game you're doing, what weapon you're using, and what point of the game you're going to. What kind of weapon is good for an RTA run is called routing, or like choosing a route of equipment that you're going to go for. Whether that's like, usually you want to try and find an item that you can make just using monster parts from monsters that you're required to fight. So if you look at your key quests in a run, you want to look at what materials you're going to be able to get plentifully from that, whether it's certain types of bones, whether it's certain types of horn drops or carapaces from a monster. For example, we route for the Gypsyros Sword and Shield in 4U's RTA, which is really awful. The only way to get a chance at getting the right parts for the Gypsyros Sword and Shield is to fight it, carve it twice while it's playing fake dead, and then capture it. It needs something like 6 rubbery hide and 3 poison sacks from 1 Gypsyros hunt, which is ridiculous, but we've gotten it a couple times. But that's like a bad case. You gotta have a backup for if that doesn't work. And our backup is we use the Celta Sword and Shield. Validates that 15 minutes is a slow time. The fact that 15 minutes is a slow time is a problem, Precious Stones. That's not slow. I mean, like, in the context of this game, sure. But, man, I want my monsters, like, I don't know. I want my monsters to feel like really big, bad bosses. I don't want them to fall over in 5 minutes flat. Alright, we just need more carapace and a gem. Honestly, sounds really cool to route. You're more into the Zelda speedrunning community, but that sounds really fun. It is. It's neat, and it's different for every weapon in every game. Didn't check that. You just checked if you get bladed. If you do relive that option. So. Wait, what was your... Wait, what did you name the category for that, Biotech? Biotech was doing a challenge today where they were challenging people, new player mistakes. What was it? You were doing Freebie Night, and you were going in and hunting 3-star Geodrome in the hub as soon as you get access to it, without any other equipment or something? Don't play Dauntless. Any fight longer than 4 minutes is too long. Yeah, it doesn't sound like I'd like it very much. New player mistakes %. I gotta try that. It sounds fun. Freebie Night, hub Geodrome with starter equipment and box supplies only. Sleeping allowed. They just explained it. Precious. So, like, do Geodrome with, like, red sharpness. I don't know if I would enjoy that or not. Imagine bowgun speedruns are hard. Bowgun speedruns... Uh-oh. My controller is not working? Oh, I have to click on the game. Duh. I'm still not used to running the game on the same machine that I'm running the stream off of. Bowgun speedruns are... Well, in a minute. Hey, Fowl. Happy holidays to you, friend. From across the globe, hello. How you doing tonight? Thank you for the sub. Bowgun speedruns are a lot more about prep and a lot more about understanding what ammunition you're going to need and then finding the absolute most optimal way to shoot it through the monster. But eventually, there's a much higher damage potential from bowgun speedruns usually in most games. Like once you get down avoiding the monster, once you get down shooting the optimal zone of the monster from the optimal distance with the optimal ammo, you will be out damaging Blade Masters 9 times out of 10, I think. It does depend on the game and the monster, but like in general, bowgun runs are very strong. That too, Dragon on Fire, it's satisfying to chip off all the parts. I posed a question. I get to talk with speedrunners on Twitter sometimes, and like I'm acquaintances with some of them, friends with some of them, not very many, but when I talk with, I've asked on Twitter before, like, is there such a thing as too fast for you guys? Because World to me is too fast. The speedruns are too fast. Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, like a minute and a half. You're barely even seeing the monster breathe. Like, how is that considered a hunt? How is that fun anymore? And for me, it's not fun. But I asked folks, like, is there such a thing as too fast? And most of them were like, nah. I get the most enjoyment out of doing things fast and seeing them go so fast. I get more dopamine, or I enjoy it more. And I mean, like, I'm not gonna tell them they're wrong. They're allowed to enjoy it that way. It's just not for me. I genuinely didn't expect that answer. I thought for them they'd be like, yeah, too fast would be like 2 minutes, or like, no, they were just like, no, there's no such thing as too fast. Yeah, I'm sure there are folks like Precious Stones in the chat who just said that they like doing TA speedruns and this game's too fast. Yeah, I wouldn't, like, even if I wanted to get into TA runs, I think I wouldn't be able to do it in this game. Once I got to the point where I was actually doing TA runs and like trying to actually compete or actually like get a time that was similar to the times on the leaderboard, I wouldn't enjoy how quickly the fights were over. Right. Let's see how much further we can improve. Pretty much every Frontier speedrunner you've seen considers mainline runs too fast. How long is the average speedrun in Frontier and Nefus? The clears I've seen of some of the stuff is like 15 minutes. I feel like. Ooh. How did that? Okay. I'm cool. Thanks. Thanks, game. Too close. 10 minutes for a Peerless. Okay, I gotcha. Kinsight's all the way tired out. Right into his arm. Ouch. Oh, I knew I was so close. I shouldn't have gone for that. That's okay. I was being cheeky and getting full of myself with all the damage. It does feel like this glaive has definitely given us the ability to fire back at Nergigante, where we can like if I throw out some of the more powerful moves after a few times hitting his spikes, we can count on them breaking a lot more of the time, which is cool. We weren't able to do that very consistently before unless we were really, really focusing. Which, I mean, now I don't have to focus as hard if I want to deal damage. That's how it works. I'm glad we had the experience of hunting him without so much damage. That's cool, Nefudis. Let's get that tail carve. This was another pretty fast tail cut too. I haven't done much gunning in world. I did gunning in Rise. We'll do some more gunning in Rise soon. But I haven't done much gunning in world here. Oh, okay. Alright, that tracked more than I thought it was going to. Too bad. I thought I was nice and safe on the outside of his body. I should have been more careful. Too bad. Hi again.
I 300 the cat.
You're bringing a different cat in? Okay. Does he not want to be in here? Annie has returned with the other cat. Here's Lungo. How you doing? Well, he doesn't want to be in here.
Doesn't want to be in here.
Okay. How's you? Oh, okay. I'll see you in a bit. I have once. Ugh, well, not now.
Are you trying to get a specific part?
I'm trying to get enough of certain parts to make his armor.
Gotcha.
Cats are both the same color. One is a little more black and one's a little more white, yeah. But the emote that we have, the cat emote that we have, works for both of them. I'm gonna go say goodnight to Annie.
Not quite.
I guess not.
Longo has like that Batman mask.
I guess that's fair. I'm gonna go say goodnight to Annie. When I get back, we'll go ahead and we'll keep working on Nergigante. I guess, no, actually, sorry, I've cleared him twice now. Not just once. Be right back for some more undergeared armor versus Nerg. And we're back. Rist seems like the type of guy who would help you change your tire on the side of the road. If I knew you, absolutely. If I didn't know you, I might. Maybe. Depends on how close to town we were. Hello, Burlesque Barley. Merry Christmas Eve. We're hunting some Nergigante. It's very festive. Okay, finally got it. Thanks for stalling, Joe. Getting hit by a dragon attack doesn't blight you with Dragon Heart, even if you're below the blight immunity threshold from Dragon Res, and you still have Dragon Element during Dragon Heart. Interesting. There's some people in chat who've been following along with a decently technical conversation about Dragon Blight there. I lost the plot a little bit ago. We are a few clears out still from having enough materials from Nergigante to hit the armor pieces from him that we want. We still need a gem and a good host of carapaces. We don't need to worry about his tail anymore, so I'm probably going to stop trying to cut it so early. If we cut it, we cut it, but if not, it's fine too. I'm grateful that the game seems to be running quite well tonight. We've had some performance issues recently, but not tonight. Tail always has a chance for the gem though. Okay, well then never mind, we probably should cut it. You know what? That's an excellent idea, Dragon on Fire. Not only should we cut the tail, we should pull up our good buddy Kiriniko. Give me a second here. That's all screwed up in terms of framing. Pull up our good buddy Kiriniko here. Scroll on down. All right, high rank. The gem. Body carved is a 2% chance. Tail carved is a 3% chance. Plunder Blade's a 1% chance for it. Wonder if it says, okay, rewards. Capture him. Oh, you can cap him? I thought he was another dragon. Cap him is a 2% chance, same as carving. Break his horns, 3% chance. Okay, so we want to break his horns and break... We want to cut his tail and break his horns. Do you have the Azure clip saved? No, I don't think so. You just have to go back to our For You playthrough and find where we're fighting Azure Rathalos for Marth's calling it PvP. Oh, I forgot to change out my items, I guess. Oh well, we have a bunch of herbs. He's absolutely an elder. It says capture. Can you cap him? Because the game, Kiriniko has capture % chance for him. I don't think you can capture him. And I thought he was an elder dragon, so I'm kind of confused. Cap and carve at the same table in this game? Oh. Right. I remember now. Would you get off of this slope, buddy? It's messing up your geometry. Dead. Yeah, I was getting a little too wild there. You can see how even just a little bit of an overextension there, where I went for a dive when I really shouldn't have, is enough to just end our life. That's good. That's how it should feel. Yeah, Arson Dax, I feel like most people would prefer if the weapons were a little bit more diverse. I think that was like legit the first thing that this game had levied against it. From most folks. Mistimed that. Dead. Not dead. Cool. That slam's always scary. Finally got the roar there. Really dislike that he can reposition like that. Was it in this game, Parsec? Recently? I wasn't really sure what you were referring to when you said Azure clip. We fought a few Azures. I think there was a clip of an Azure recently, but I forget what it was about. Oh, it's for you? Okay. Yeah, I think now that I've put some time into learning this moveset, I feel like the only actual move I dislike is how he can reposition on top of you and flinch you. It doesn't feel fair. Oh, he was hiding behind a wall, and Azure did a talent attack all the way around the wall. Where happened to the tail? Show me the way to the tail. Ah, I see it now. The scout flies reached their destination. Am I tracking? Here, let's watch it together. We can't pause the game, but we can at least pull up the clip. Wait, is this now a clip on Imgur? Oh, this isn't even me. Here, sorry, let me show you guys. You think I showed this on stream? I've showed this? I don't think I showed this clip before. Just all the way around the wall. Yeah, some of those weird attacks that home in on you like that have some really odd properties when they go around a wall or when they encounter a wall like that. I bet stuff like that can still happen in this game too. Maybe not to that certain extent, but the Wrath Talon attacks probably have some jank like that in this game because they're still the same kind of attacks. Kind of just homing on you real hard. I should just dove right at his head. Ouch. That felt good. He's so big. I just tried to wirefall. Why? Remember your Kinsect cancels? The reason I'm not using the more parsec is a lot of the time I have my Kinsect tagged on the monster and I'm relying on it for dust application. And if I use a Kinsect cancel, it cancels it out of that tagged mode. Like if I pink the monster here, if I use a Kinsect cancel, it cancels that. So that's why you don't see me using them as often right now. Before I was using this Blast Kinsect, I was using the cancels more. Dang, I was way off to the side there. But I'm keeping it in mind. Sometimes I still do use them. Yeah, this Kinsect Blast has helped us a lot when our set and our weapon have been not up to par. The blast procs have been super, super helpful. Starface blew like right into the mic. Is that our last cart? It might be. 'Tis. We can still pull this off, we just gotta play pretty carefully. The Falling Wall. Hi. Thanks for the follow. I hope you're well tonight. Yeah, this Glaive makes a huge difference, Arcidex. We were doing several attempts at him before upgrading the Glaive, and then after upgrading the Glaive, the difference was staggeringly apparent. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I didn't die. Cool, good stuff. Oh, I missed the roar. clear there were some different balancing ideas going on at the time on our decks. Alright. He'll probably go for the fake wall jump first because I don't think he's fully blackened up, or at least when we last saw him, he was not. I want to go for the horn breaks. We've broken one so far. We gotta play really careful in here, but also jam out. Both. Yeah, he's not all the way blacked up. That wall does look pretty cool, and him coming out of the smoke afterwards is so cool every time. Hell yeah, get your horn broken. Now he's gotta hold on. It's so hard to loop around and just hit his head. Spamming rolls. Oh no! Excuse me? 2, 3, come on. I'm so scared. Here we go. Okay. Sheath. Whew. Every time, scary. Got him. Whew. Third clear in 2 hours. Here's hoping we get the gem. I'm glad we're having such a tough time with them. It makes it a lot more fun. There's a carapace. We're getting there. We can make the van braces now. Let's see what we get in the quest rewards. Oh, man. Sorry if I hope I'm not breathing heavily into the microphone again. I caught myself accidentally doing that last week, and I was like, oh my goodness. I gotta stop doing that. It's not good. So I'm hoping that I'm not doing too much hunching over breathing into the mic. It's really like a hunching problem. I gotta stop hunching. It's not good for my back or my neck, I'm sure. No gem. Lots of talons, though. What do we got here? Water res and airborne. Okay. Alright. Well. Let's go make those van braces and see what we need still. We're getting close to the end of our grind, I think. All right. Alright, we need 4 more carapace and a gem. And then we'll be switching into our new armor set. Yeah. Off we go. And we spawn in the area with him. Good thing we ate back at camp. Grrr. He looks so cool. Literally know where we could have gone there. We were standing directly underneath them. Wind pressure. Whew. That quest is so hellish, Floey, because every time you fail the quest, you have to freaking hunt a slow Raknakadaki where you're not able to deal good damage. Not unless you bring like raw damage like bombs or stickies or something. It's so frustrating. I remember that quest vividly. Ooh, that's so satisfying. This is an overcommitment. Arachno's basically Spider Gravios. It's not that bad. You don't bounce. It's just like you definitely aren't dealing good damage to it for just pretty much the entire fight. Even if you bring Element, like it's not like there's a part of the fight where its zones get better for Element. They just kind of stay middling. They just go, they transition between like middling for raw to like middling to Element is what I remember it being like. It's really just a bring your raw damage kind of fight, or bring your true damage rather, if you can. That was a good first area. Whew, that tail cut was a highlight. That was a very fun way to cut a tail. What about 3U? I didn't say anything about 3U. here it is. It's hiding. The Valstrax was the true enemy for that. Yeah. That's part of the quest is like, obviously Valstrax is tough. But the fact that you have to hunt a slow, dumb Rakna before each attempt at the Valstrax, I mean, you could do it the other way around. I think I didn't want the quest to end with, like, it was our last quest, I think, in completion we needed to do. Like, I think it was the last quest in order if you're doing all the quests. And it was like, at that point in time, it was the last quest in order. So it was like, I didn't want my last monster to isolate for 100% quest completion to be like some dumpy Rakna. So I was being very stubborn and fighting the Valstrax after slaying Rakna each time. Whoops. Half health. Oh, he's so fast. Oh. Give me Mega Potion, please. No! See, man, that move doesn't sit right with me. There's no way you're able to react and like outposition that weird, crazy strafe on top of you move. That's really the only move that feels unfair to me in that entire fight. Everything else has some pretty nice tells and like you can dodge out of the way. That one, not into that move. Thankfully, it does very little damage usually, but it's just frustrating. In a fight where the rest of the time you can roll out of the way and like really do well at avoiding damage, that move frustrates. Doesn't bring down the whole fight that much, but it's still kind of obnoxious. Nergigante gives you the Rejang scares. I can see why. Well, the thing is, Arsendex, that hit zone, the head, isn't even visible for most of it. Like, it doesn't, that hit zone doesn't exist. When its head isn't extended, that hit zone doesn't function. So it's not like you can snipe it with Pierce or hit it with your weapon if you hit it the right way. No. Most of the fight, that hit zone does not exist, so it doesn't even have a good hit zone. It's so bad. It's one of the monsters in Rise that makes the least sense to me. Y'all just need to use Mind's Eye. It's not bouncing. It's not the bouncing that's a problem. It's just that it doesn't deal good damage. I guess Mind's Eye boosts damage in that game, doesn't it? I guess that's a perfect set to bring Mind's Eye on, but then you've got Valstrax in the same quest file. I guess Valstrax also has some pretty dumb hit zones. I don't know. Weird. I think what's weird to me is like when you look at something like Bizarrios or old Gravios, it's like clear that they really just wanted you to think about, okay, you're not gonna be able to deal good damage, how are you gonna deal with this? Rakna doesn't feel like that. Rakna feels like they had other mechanics in mind with it, with the silk and like the ways its body like shifts over the fight, but they didn't tie hit zone changes to it. It just feels weird. It's odd. The actual fight itself is fine. Like the actual fight where you fight the spider is cool. It's one horn gone. Oh. What was today's game? Today's game was Kirby Squeak Squad for the Nintendo DS. I was being so aggro. Was that our second cart? I think it was. Yeah, we gotta be careful now. Yep, today's game was Kirby Squeak Squad for the NDS. It was pretty fun. Imagine if Nergigante was always as aggro as the final area. It's a pretty cool effect how it scales up through the fight. Play from world from base to Iceborne. Nice. I hope you have fun replaying the game, Floey. Want that new armor so bad. It would just be roll simulator Arsendax, yeah. Alright, it's gonna do the black spikes immediately here, isn't it? Yeah, here it goes. Aw, no double horn break. That's okay. Still a clear. A clear is a clear. Fourth clear of the night. We're getting a little better. Carapace. Talon. Carapace, nice. Carapace, sick. Give me your gem! Glaive's pretty cool in this game. Doing the regular quest or investigations. I have not gotten a Nergigante investigation yet. I'll double check again, but I don't think I've gotten one yet. When I checked a few quests ago, I didn't. No final carapace, no gem. No decos either. You'd think we'd have to have one now. We've killed so many Nergs, right? We'll see. There we go. We do have a few now. Cool. Cool. Let's do that. It's got a gold box. Every time I take a drink, we get the drunk bird spawn. Gosh, he's cool. Extra chance just gives so much time. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it still. It's better than just melding things at the melder. What do you think of his theme? I like his theme. It's definitely got the kind of pomp and circumstance you'd want from this big budget game's flagship Elder Dragon. Yeah, I mean, like, it's neat that there are some of them where you have stipulations to get that higher reward chance. Oops. Investigation is one of the world's best editions. I like randomized quests. I guess I don't mind them boosting drop rates on things that are rare, like gems. I think it's kind of cool to have a way of doing that rather than just like mauling out going, okay, I have this 2% chance, let me fight Rathalos for all eternity. What I don't like is them giving break rewards. I feel like that's really lame. Like, if I need a tail, I feel like an important part of Monster Hunter is having to actually, like, cut the tail or break the horns. So, I don't like things just being given to you like that. That's kind of, I think, what I would say about them. I feel like all of them should have some kind of trade-off. They usually do. Some of them are just investigations without much of a trade-off, and I think that those probably shouldn't be as common, I guess. I don't know. They're a nice way of increasing some variety, though. Especially in a game where there are fewer quests than usual. That guy, OG, thanks for the follow. Hi. I hope you're enjoying the Monster Hunter that we're doing here. We're trying to get some final materials from this Nergigante. We're making some armor. We haven't made armor since the beginning of high rank. Hi, Dragon James. Too early, way too early. Ow. Is he leaving? Yeah. I think how I feel about charms in most games is like, I don't really care about the super rare good ones. I just kind of make do with whoever I've got, and I don't let it get to me. In most of those games, you can deal, like if you're relying on those charms for like, I don't know, better damage or something, you can deal better damage just by learning the monsters better, or by taking the time to collect an elemental weapon up. I don't know. I don't let myself focus on the RNG too much, but I understand folks wanting good talismans and being frustrated by a lack of ways to do that in a way that's satisfying. I don't know. Yeah, I don't blame people for feeling that way. I don't personally feel that way though. Oh, the bounce, man. Yeah, Kinsect. Did you come in handy in Master Rank though, especially if you don't want to create, if you want to create the exact build you have in mind? We were talking about charms for Monster Hunter Rise, but I do think decos in this game are actually a little different. With charms in Monster Hunter Rise, you can usually either have a similar charm that's maybe not like the best in slot charm, or it's like it's not the best version of a charm. You can usually make do. Without decorations in this game, you just straight up can't use certain sets. I think it's a lot worse off in terms of like flexibility is how it feels to me. I don't know. That's how it feels to me, at least. No, you're good, Pogat. It would make sense if we were talking about this game because we're playing this game. But no, someone was talking about how they hope in Sunbreak they add a more diverse way and a more interesting way of getting different talismans. Drops from quests would be good, or I don't know. I think I'm with that. Melding for stuff is kind of a boring way. Even like I would be happy if it was just freaking mining. I love charm mining runs, but I like boring gathering. So, I think other people would probably just like it if there were certain types of quests like investigations, or I would be happy if there was something like a For You investigation where you go out into a map and do a bunch of free hunting in the map, and in reward you get stuff like that. Oh, jeez. Didn't mean to flash there, but that's fine. We'll take that opening. And even in World, it's like you can still probably clear hunts just fine without some of those decorations, but it feels extra bad in World because you just can't always make the sets you want to make, or like really use the combination of skills you want to use. You can't like make do as easily without certain decos. And at least with Rise, you can kind of like tell it what charm, like there are different ways of melding to give you different types of charms. Like there's really different things you can do in Rise. In this game, it's like there's no recourse. You just keep grinding and hoping. I guess eventually that lets you meld certain ones. But We're really lucky he didn't have any spikes on him. The hunting sim Monster Hunter once was like Free Me Night is long gone. It's true. We played Free Me Night on stream a few years ago. It's a fond memory for me. A fond game for me. There we go. Rise to like a boss rush game. Are you familiar? I'm curious, Pogget. You have some opinions that remind me of a friend of ours called Monster Hunter Jacob. He's made a video on YouTube about the ways that the series has changed genres and stuff over the games. We got our Jam and our Carapace. We're set. We're done. They have some interesting points. Whether you've seen it or not, it's interesting that you have some similar ones. Yes! No more Nergigante bullies for now. But yeah, it's definitely like a different type of game nowadays, Pogga. And trying to make it feel a little more diverse, a little bit more like some of the stuff that came before is tough. No idea who Jacob is though. That's fine. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you see the video or not. I thought it was interesting that you have some similar opinions like that. It's good to know there are other folks out there who want not just a boss rush, not just DPS. It's cool. I think most veteran players worldwide just think alike. You'd be surprised. Why are you only playing IG? Because I'm not doing a whole thorough playthrough of this game. So for anybody who's new to the stream, normally when we play through a Monster Hunter game, we try and clear all the quests in order. We try and collect up a lot of different weapons for all the different weapon types. And a lot of the time I let chat pick my weapon for different quests, which keeps us learning different monster matchups and keeps me on my toes in terms of learning how all the skills work and all the weapons. It's tough. It's tough and thorough. It's great. Right now, I am visiting this game not to do a thorough playthrough of it, but because it feels important to me that I have some fresh impressions of this game before the next year of streaming. This game, I think, in terms of how much it sold and how big of a place it filled in the series of like their first reimagining of the series since Try. Like, I want to have some up-to-date impressions of how the weapons in this game feel, or at least a weapon, how the progression feels, how some of the monsters feel, so that I can think about that in relation to Rise Sunbreak or whatever comes after that. Just like, I want to have some up-to-date impressions, and I don't have time to do it with all the weapons, so we're just sticking to Insect Glaive and kind of going through at, I wouldn't call it a fast pace, but I wouldn't call it a slow pace either. A meandering pace. That's what we're doing. Best skills for an elemental build, it depends on the game. What game, Dragon James? Okay, let's make our set. I'm so excited, man. We've been working on this for a few days. Oh, we got a fair bit better at Nergigante. GU? I can't help you out. I haven't really played much of GU to the point where I'm not really sure what would be best, but there are people in the Discord or people in chat who might be able to help you with recommendations for elemental skills in Generations Ultimate. Okay. Let's equip it. Nerg Helm. Rathian Mail. Wait, no, Rathian Mail, there we go. Nerg Van Braces. Nerg Coil. Rathian Greaves. We look like a goblin. Alright. That means it's time to take on the Elder Dragons. We look like something from Lord of the Rings. Do you think they did a way better job with World than Rise? I prefer Rise to World personally, but it's for a variety of reasons. I think I have a hard time enjoying World because a lot of the monsters just feel like either their movesets are too simple, or they don't, like where they're paced in the story, or sorry, where they're paced in progression, they don't deal enough damage to be a threat to like the average gear you're gonna have at that point in time. I feel like Rise lets you overpower the monsters with like Silkbind attacks and stuff, but if you stick with average gear and you don't abuse some of the Silkbind attacks, the patterns that the monsters have are actually really engaging, and I really appreciate that. But that's gonna differ from person to person what they prefer. Now that looks A, sick, and B, effective. What does it give altogether? It gives Attack Boost 4, Botanist 4, Recovery Up, Agitator Maximum Might Stamina Surge, and Nergigante Hunger, which I've never tried before. We're probably going to change our charm. Right now we have a Botanist charm. We can probably go ahead and change that out for a different type of charm here. What is Maximum Might? Increases affinity as long as stamina is kept full. That's not going to be a thing. Agitator. Increases attack power and affinity when large monsters become enraged. I wonder if we can make an Agitator charm. So we're going to be packing a lot more damage than we did previously. We could make an attack boost charm if we want more attack. Okay, here's Agitator. Takes a Nergigante gem. Let's do an attack one. This is the first time in the game that I've been going for attack. I think we have an attack deco. Never played with the IG. All the flipping and dipping seems fun. It is. It is when you can get punished for it. We had to really keep our defense low in order to actually let the monsters like pose a significant threat to us. If we upgraded everything, I think we would have pretty quickly not had to worry about getting hit anymore. Right. Attack. Do we have a Botanist Jewel? No. What the heck? We can. Let's just go ahead and upgrade that attack charm. Attack 7 is more than I intended to have here. We might take that off the set if this feels too strong. I want to just real quick. I don't think I'm going to do the Elders tonight. We'll do the Elders in the coming days, I guess. But I want to go ahead and upgrade that charm, and we'll see how Nergigante fares against us now. I have no idea, Shadow upon the Tempest. Alright, we're going to take this back and take on Nerg. Oh, I think I forgot to say thank you to some people as well. Thank you to Melisted and Logan Dude for the follows. Welcome, you guys. Kind of slowly and thoroughly playing through this game. Sorry, slowly and meanderingly playing through this game at the moment. Yeah, let's see how that Nergigante holds up against us now. Now that we actually have damage skills on our armor set. This is probably going to feel bad to me, at least. But we'll see how he does. Hello, Weeb with Coffee. We just finished our new armor. Yeah, he's a pretty cool monster. I feel like we look like an Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings. Just Goblin Man. Agitator's up. Agitator's up now. He deals so much less damage to us. Ouch. Not doing a great job of fighting him at the moment, though. I like that recovery up from Rathian. It's nice. Aw. His tail hardened up. Rolled too early twice. Thank you, bug. Oof. He's half health already. I am a collection goblin, so this is accurate. In this game, we're not being a collection goblin, just in the other games, usually. Yeah, Nergigante armor is not my style, but that's okay. In this playthrough, it can be our style. Tail cut. Not really familiar with the set. Before we had 1 point of attack boost. Now we have attack boost 7 and a couple points of agitator. Yeah, maximum might is also there, but it's not going to be affecting our damage, yeah. Before now, we've just been avoiding most damage skills, so... This is pretty drastically... This feels drastically different. Attack boost 7, you're playing in high rank? Mm-hmm. I mean, this is high rank armor. You can get high rank armor that gives this stuff before this point. We were just only using Pookie armor up until this point. Yeah. Dead. Dead before I could even get the horn breaks. That's sub 10. 8 minutes. Yep, it's time for us to move on. It's time for us to move on to the Elder Dragons and see if... This is probably too much damage to the Elder Dragons. I think I'm going to drop that attack charm. We'll drop back down to attack 5. Or attack 4 instead of 7. I don't want to bully the Elders. Yeah, 753 is too much. I'll probably go for a speed sharpening charm. Pretty much all weapons, all Blade Master weapons are good with affinity. You'll build for IG like you'd build for any other Blade Master weapon for the most part. Doesn't need anything specialized. The one skill that you might use for it is Power Prolonger, which means that your buffs last longer, but you really don't need it because it's so straightforward to get buffs in this game. It's not a problem. Still got that gem, yeah. Up to us if we use the gem or not. Yeah, as long as crit boost exists, all weapons want crit. It's true. So yeah, we'd be better off at this point in the game. This is right at the point where crit is about to start being a lot better than attack boost. So attack boost would have been a good skill to use up until now, and then at this point it's going to start paying off for us to go towards crit and use Master's Touch and crit boost. What other charms can we make? Where is a speed sharpen charm? We have a botanist charm. I want speed sharpening. Unless if there's a power prolonger charm, I'd think about it. Oh, I've been looking at the wrong part of I've been looking at the left-hand side. We want the right-hand side, okay. Read the right-hand side of the column for speed sharpening. There's a crit eye charm from Odo stuff. Speed sharpening is going to be Odo stuff. Interesting. Okay. There's handicraft. There's a wax charm. No. Not yet. Scoutfly range up in Scholar is kind of cool. Master a Gatherer and Carving Pro. It's cool. Farm Nergis more for the eye patch? No. Nope, we're not going for that stuff. This is, remember, we already had too much damage just now. I think a Power Prolonger Charm, for whatever reason, I feel like it might be a Xeno. Like tied to Xenojiva materials. Do you use the Clutch Claw? Not right now. We're going to use it when we get to Master Rank. We're trying to use as close to some of the base game stuff that's in base game. And in general, when I'm playing through games, I'm trying to usually practice a weapon's moveset versus a monster. So I try and avoid stuff that just gives me free damage, like wall bangs. In Master Rank, we'll probably use it to soften up hit zones, but I probably won't use it for wall bangs or free openings like that. I want to earn them openings. All right, we're gonna go take this set and fight an Odogaron and see how it feels. It's probably gonna be a bit sad. I am going to take off the attack charm, though. We'll put back on our botanist charm. Xenos Power Prolonger. I wonder why that was in my head. Maybe because it has it on its set? I think I remember it being on its set. Maybe that's why. Botany charm. There we go. That's more of a balanced set there. Attack 5, botanist 4. Attack 5 is still a lot with that agitator. And this glaive, it's going to be a lot. Tried to use mouse and keyboard on Worlds a while back. Yeah, it's not for me. I think this is an interesting series and that it really just does feel a lot better on gamepad. At least the way the controls are laid out, I think, feels a lot better on gamepad. Each weapon has enough disparate button presses to make up its full kit that I feel like it isn't super well bound to a keyboard and mouse. But people do it. Very dark in here. Oof. It's so dark and he is so fast, my goodness. I was gonna try and jump over him there. Didn't work. Oh, he got me. truly one of the more fun monsters. He is. He's great. He's one of the monsters I feel like... he's one of the monsters I feel like really actively takes advantage of 5th gen's movement for the hunters. Surprised you're not getting mounts. Does the dive not do mount damage? I don't think the dive does do mount damage. No. Like at all. We would have actually gotten mounts from it by now. I don't generally go for mounts. He's already limping. Poor dog. Managing to dodge his attacks is satisfying because they really actively put you to the test in this game. You gotta be fast and you gotta be exact with the angles that you're dodging at, which are 2 things that 5th gen's movement excels at. Giving you more fidelity of control and giving you speed of control. Thanks for the follow, Pogat. It's nice to meet you. Poor thing. Like, look at this. Yep, that's another thing. That's a really good point, Shadow upon the Tempest. Odo has move strings, or what I like to call them patterns, which is something that World's monsters don't always have a lot of. Some monsters, like Odogaron, do have good patterns, where it feels really satisfying to know, okay, I know how many moves it's gonna do, I know kind of where it's gonna end up, I'm gonna be in position, I'm gonna punish it. I'm gonna get out of the way and dodge it successfully, I'm gonna avoid its damage, and then space my move so it punishes it right when it finishes its string of moves. And it feels super great to do that. It means that it's not just like dodge and try and fit a move in, it's, okay, I dodged this first move, I'm gonna wait the amount of time that I know I need to wait, and then I'm gonna space out this move. It's really satisfying. It's part of what it's part of what I think makes this combat system across all the series really good. And so I think that the fact that some monsters in this game don't have a lot of patterns like that can make them a bit frustrating. I was complaining about that with Devil Joe recently. Devil Joe has a lot of moves that come out really, really fast in this game that don't really lead into patterns like that. Well, we got the plates. Yeah, that hunt was too fast for me. FPS failures rating us. Hello, FPS. Welcome. How you guys doing? Y'all are playing Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Nice. Nice and nice. We finally finished our armor set. It's too strong. Too strong for all the monsters we've fought so far. Doing good. Played some of the greatest video game adaptation ever made. What one is that specifically, FPS? I know recently we were talking about The DS version of that game. Yeah, I saw it was the complete saga, but what platform were you playing it for? Speed sharpening? Oh, we needed fangs. We got 2 points, but no fangs. You know what? It's 239. Playing the PC console variation for the first time? Gotcha. Why only 5 mega potions? More challenge? Yeah, that, and I'm not spending a lot of time gathering or running the harvest box. I'm trying to make myself get most of our materials from gathering out on the maps Noxed, rather than use the harvest box. And so I'm not getting tons and tons of honey or tons and tons of mega potions, so just 5 per hunt is good right now. Plus, it gives me an incentive to gather honey during the hunt so I can make some more while we're out there. I feel like we could maybe try our first Elder Dragon. What do you guys think? Who do I have to talk to? Teo or Deora? I don't know. I gotta talk to some NPCs. Which are you guys more excited for? Kushala or Teostra? Technically your second elder? Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm going to put it to a poll. If you guys are here and you'd like to influence what we're going to do for our last hunt of the night, we're going to go ahead and try an Elder Dragon here. It's going to be between Kushala and Teostra. And we'll give it our first shot here. I haven't fought one of these in this game in a long time. It's going to be a 2-minute poll. There you go. Feel free and vote on that. I don't have an opinion. I'm down to try either of them. Looks like Teostra's winning right now. Assigned Kushala Deora Dragon of Steel or Teostra the Infernal. Teostra's winning by a landslide currently. We'll take some time to walk up to the canteen and have a meal before this Elder Dragon hunt. Whoa! Where's the Valhazak option? I haven't unlocked him yet. Did you play the new Five Nights at Freddy's? Nope. We just play Monster Hunter. Welcome, Godzilla. Got like 30 seconds left, it looks like, to vote on these two. Looks like it's going to be Teostra. Thank you guys for voting on what we should do for the end of the stream here. Here we go. Our first Teostra. Or at least an attempt at it. Here's our new set. We have 290 defense, which is about 90 more than before. We had like 200 before. 667 attack, some blue sharpness, a little bit of affinity. Attack 5, botanist 4, recovery up 3, agitator 2, maximum might 2, stamina surge, and Nergigante hunger. I haven't even noticed how Nergigante hunger works yet. I'll try and pay attention to it in some of the upcoming hunts here. Alright. So which one of you is going to bag the Teostra? You or me? I like a good competition. I think it'll be me. You can see how the atmosphere on the map has changed. Time to explode, yep. This will be a good test. I've been looking forward to these as a test of if this game will, so far we've ironed out most of the performance kinks from this game in all the different areas, like Astera and the Ancient Forest that have had performance issues. I've also heard that these two Elder Dragons, Kushala and Teostra, will also put our performance to the test, so we'll see how we do here. Thanks, Master JP. Merry Christmas to you too. Thanks for coming by. There's probably a cutscene for Mr. Toaster. Is he down there? Of course he is. Will you get hit by the supernova or not? We'll see. We shall see. Oh, does it actually have you go into his area? It does. Forgot. That sucks, FPS. That really sucks. Sorry to hear it. Here we go. Got our Teostra cutscene. So hot. Wow. Right, World Teo theme. Okay, so he does. Likes to run around a lot. There we go. Our first blast particles on the scene. Ooh, we bounced. Ooh, our health. Ooh. Stunned. Makes sense. That was a lot of hits we took. Here we go. Here's our first cart. I would assume, I don't know, for a lot of different types of mail right now, I would assume shipping delay over theft. Most places shipping things around the world right now are so messed up. I should have been paying more attention to my health as I got hit there. Right. After him we go. He's very fast and he runs around a lot. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't blame you for being paranoid. I would just remember how much shipping delays are playing a factor in a lot of things right now. That's all. Because they're pretty prevalent worldwide. Like Teostra's theme? Me too. It's got a very different mood to it in this game than some of the other games. Wide range on that tail. Holy crap. Wide range on that too. Looks phenomenal though. Look at the heat haze. Wow. Oh. Yeah, bummer this. This map is kind of obnoxious. Ouch. I will be happy to fight him outside of this area. Wonder if they're going to up Rise's visuals besides resolution scaling. I mean, it's going to run at a higher resolution. The animations are running at a higher frame rate. The textures are improved. There's some extra effects added in, both visual and physics-wise. I guess I shouldn't be mining for things right now. I am on fire. Had to take a midstream nap. How are the elders? This is our first try against any of them, Uchi. This is our new set. We made the insect glaive and we started getting our nerg kill times down, and then we made the set and we did a sub 10 minute nerg, and now we're trying this. We also did like a 5 minute Odogaron because we needed some materials from him. Whoops, that was misaimed. That's okay. Go for another. And miss. Good stuff. Teo's neat. Ooh, that wasn't a Quagger. That was a counter. That was a Quagger. That's kind of too bad. How's the armor feeling? Strong. Strong. Hopefully not too strong. Maybe a little too strong if we're staggering him that often so early. I should get out of the lava. Yeah, I should get out of the lava. Oof. Other switch models will not perform any differently next. They haven't increased the performance in any of the switch models. Rise runs okay on the Switch. It runs pretty close to 3 frames per second on most maps. What console? We're on PC right now. Trying our first clear of Teostra. Oof, he's fast. The damage feels good. Yep, it's true. FPS is correct. Hoping for PlayStation. We're just playing solo for the most part, but no, we're playing on PC right now. I do have a PlayStation 4 Pro, which I played World on originally a few years ago, but part of the reason we're replaying this at all is I got a PC that can run it now, and so we're trying it out on PC. Just heard people say some are faster than others. They are incorrect. The chip is better in some of the newer ones, but just in efficiency's sake, not speed. So newer Switches will have a little bit longer battery life. Or in the Switch Lite's case, slightly longer battery life, even though it's a smaller cell. Yeah, it does play better in handheld. That's one thing to note, is that Rise does run a lot better in handheld than it does docked. Oops. It still renders at 720p even if you're outplaying a lower resolution FPS. It won't affect performance. Are you doing no restocks? Yeah. We don't restock at the camp. Whoops. We do grab items from the map though. You can drop it to 480p. It still internally renders at 720p though, FPS. It's not changing the rendering resolution. That's why you don't see that commonly talked. I mean, besides the fact that that's 480p, that's why you don't see that commonly talked about in Digital Foundry videos or something like that, where they're inspecting the performance of a game. They don't examine how it would run if you drop the resolution, because that doesn't drop the rendering resolution, only the output. Whoops, a little too early on that one. Hello, Penworm. Penwyvern. Welcome. I like that he has the swipe. Makes me happy. Yeah, there's some areas docked where Switch does where Rise Switch unfortunately does not run very well. Most of the Flood Forest map has some pretty noticeable stuff. What do you think Gen 6 would be? I don't think they'll ever do a numerical entry ever again. It will be the next mainline console Monster Hunter, I think. I don't think they'll call it World 2. That would surprise me. I think it will be something that is more in line with how World approached the series than Rise. Whoop, we're gonna triple. The end. Goodbye. Or not. We're going to burn to death? We're going to burn to death? No? Magic pixel of health. Whew. Yep, it'll probably be built around the next-gen consoles. Oh, god darn it. Not paying enough attention while I'm healing. But yeah, it would probably be built around the next-gen console's capabilities. It would be really interesting to see them tackle something like an open world, I think. Woo! I had not seen those particular blasts before from him. We're stunned again. Oh, good ending. Good ending to our first attempt. And that's where I'm going to end things tonight. It was a good night tonight. We got a lot better at Nergigante, and we managed to farm up his gear. It was a good stream. For anyone who's new to the stream, I'm Ristretto. It's nice to meet you. We're going to be playing our way thoroughly through many different Monster Hunter games. The other game we're working on right now besides World is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. We're also doing something special for Christmas right now called the 12 Days of Nintendo DS, where we're taking a look at a Nintendo DS game that I played as a kid at the beginning of each stream. Tonight's game was Kirby Squeak Squad. Tomorrow's game, I'm not going to reveal quite yet, but tomorrow I am going to be doing a day stream at like noon Eastern instead of like 9 p.m. Eastern, so we're going to be starting quite a bit early, and we're going to look at that game for a few hours, maybe do a little bit of Monster Hunter. I have some Christmas Eve plans in the evening. There will be a stream on Christmas. It will be a longer stream of a DS game. Looking forward to a day stream. Should be fun, yeah. Let's see. When we play through these games, we try and collect up a bunch of gear. We try and play all the weapons usually and clear all the quests. We're not doing that in World because I want to form some fresh impressions of this game before Rise on PC comes out. So I'm just playing through with Insect Glaive. But if you like thorough Monster Hunter playthroughs, feel free to leave a follow and hang around. It's nice to meet you too, Pughead. Have a great holiday. Besides that, I guess if you wanted to follow or see when we go live, you can check out Discord and YouTube and Twitter. There are links for that in the chat. And then besides that, just I hope you guys have a lovely holiday. It means a lot that you guys are going to hang out, or that you guys have hung out tonight around the holidays here. The last thing we're going to do is find someone else who's streaming Monster Hunter and give them a raid and keep the Monster Hunter energy going. Doesn't look like any of our friends are on. Let's take a look at the world category, see who we can raid here. If anybody has any suggestions in the world category, feel free and shout them out. There's someone named Park_Jum. And they says their title is Monster Hunter Bean Appears. We like beans, coffee beans here on this stream, so we're going to go ahead and give them a raid. Park_Jum. Enjoy their stream. Be kind to them if they have any questions about Monster Hunter. Or it says they allow backseating, so if they have any questions, help them out. Be kind to them and give them some Monster Hunter holiday cheer. I hope you guys have a nice night or a good day, whatever time it is where you're at. Cheers. Happy hunting, and I'll see you guys next time. Good night. I'll see you guys in about, 9 hours or so. Somewhere around there. Day stream time. Good night.